My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. It's time to go into the daily challenge for the day of March 14th, 2018. The character is the Ironclad. The modifiers are diverse. Start with 2 cards from another class. Hopefully they are not garbage this time. Cursed Run. Whenever you defeat a boss, become cursed. Your starting relic is replaced with Cursed Key, Darkstone Periapt, and Duvu Doll. Alrighty then, that's always quite nice. And Vintage. Normal enemies drop relics instead of cards. So, shops and events will be your only opportunities to get cards then? I've never actually played the Vintage mod. Alright, we got Poison Stab and Blur. I'm almost certainly going to remove Poison Stab. And unless I find like an early entrench, probably Blur as well. Oh, yikes. I don't really want either of those. So if normal enemies drop... Hang on. If normal enemies drop the relics, why would I ever fight an elite? I guess for score, for perfecting an elite, you would fight the elites for score. I just want a bunch of question marks then, probably. Because the more question marks I get, the more opportunities to pick up curses from different events I have. Sure. Then I probably want some shops just to slide in there as well. Okay. Kill him. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add a skill card to your deck, it's upgraded. Sure. Not bad. Not bad at all. Maybe I want to go to this early shop. Ooh, remove a card from my deck. Get out of here, Poison Stab. Maybe I want to go... I should have just removed the strike. I didn't even think about that. But I think I should go to an early shop because I might find it... No, not an early shop. Not with 64 gold. I'll go to a later shop, it's fine. Sure, give me a curse. That is Oddly Smooth Stone at the start of each combat game on decks. So I'm going to also be looking for a blue candle if I can find it at all. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 17 HP. I'm more on board with that. Ooh, double defend. That makes our Blur better. And also the Oddly Smooth Stone has accomplished much the same task for us. So, life is getting a lot more interesting here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur? Give him the old what for. Look at all my defense. Calipers would be interesting as well. With the amount of defense it looks like we'll be able to output. Champion Belt, whenever you apply vulnerability, also apply 1 week. I guess you would fight elites to get more gold as well, so that you can buy more things from shops. I'm actually considering upgrading the Blur. No, I would actually be keeping the Bash courtesy of the Champion Belt, so I will upgrade the Bash. That was my initial instinct. I'm going to go for the Elite here as well. Alright, I don't have any AoE. I'll use a Strength Potion, and I'll deal heck a lot of damage. Sure, I'm going to be taking 2 back, but I think we'll be fine. We're not going to perfect the boss. But since we have Regret in our deck, we were never going to perfect the boss. So that's a dead end. I don't need to focus on that. Okay. Regret is going to be particularly annoying, but thankfully, due to the extra energy we have from the Cursed Key, oftentimes it looks like we're going to be in a position to play almost our entire hand, so Regret doesn't really have too significantly negative of an effect. But again, we will be looking for, as quickly as we can find one, a single... What's it called again? I've forgotten the name of it already. Yikes. Ryan. Burnt candle. Blue candle. Ooh, 4 more damage there. That's a really unfortunate hand because we could have gotten a strike and we could have gotten a kill. Alright. Shovel, you can now dig for loot at rest sites, sure. Battle Trance, because I have no draw in this deck yet? Sure. It also immediately upgrades itself. Let's dig up a relic. Hey, there's my blue candle. Beautiful. I'm actually going to go on the left path here so that I can get a late shop as well as a question mark as well as a rest. Because here I have to choose for a rest and a question mark or a question mark and a shop. Anchor, start each combat with 10 block. That's pretty good, especially considering our blur. We'll dig again. Got a prayer wheel. Non-boss chests now also contain cards. That's actually really handy. That's going to be one of our only sources of actually picking up cards. I've got to remember I don't need to take anything here. And I'm not going to. I could take Deep Breath and it would upgrade. And it would be shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile. And I think it's draw 2 cards then? So this is actually a nice little bit of freebie draw. But the Battle Trance is actually doing that for me at the moment as well. Yeah, I've got a shop later. I wasn't expecting that question mark to be a shop. But that's just how it goes sometimes. Okay. Beautiful. Ooh, toolbox at the start of combat. Add a random colorless card to your hand. Don't mind if I do. Master of Strategy as well. Hell yes. Obviously use that before the Battle Trance. Okay. I'm going to take some damage this turn. Ooh, thankfully that is a Skull Bash. Do I want to take damage this turn? I have the option not to. Alright, I'll take no damage this turn. And I'll mitigate 2 damage next turn. There we go. That's what I needed. Bunch of damage there. Kunai, whenever you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dex. That's actually going to be really, really handy alongside the Oddly Smooth Stone and the Blur that we have. We might be able to turn this into a dex stacking deck. Now, Armaments would immediately upgrade itself as soon as I put it in my deck. But since I'm going to have a relatively thin deck, is Armaments always going to be good for me? Actually, no. It will be, because I'm not going to upgrade at campsites. I'm going to dig instead. So an upgraded Armaments is going to be good. I could take a Flex, get an upgraded Flex in this deck. I'd really like an Unceasing Top, but... Just my way of saying it's not going to work. I don't think I have, like, enough of a... Yeah, I don't really want to take a Flex. I think I actually just remove a card from my deck. And it can't be either of my curses. Nice. Mercury Hourglass at the start of your run. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Don't mind if I do. Unfortunate we didn't get a draw card in that opening hand. Okay. Ooh, we haven't got much damage in our next hand either. And we didn't even get the draw. That's unfortunate. We really wanted that Battle Trance. We did get a hell of a lot of defense there, though. A surprising amount. Yeah, this is probably the best amount of damage I'm going to do to split you. And also it upgraded my dex, courtesy of Kunai. It's probably bash double strike backline. Yeah. Backline's now dead, courtesy of the Mercury Hourglass. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And 2 strikes from dead. Beautiful. Girya, you can now gain strength at rest sites. I would probably do that, actually, rather than 3 of my next digs. And the primary reason for wanting to do that instead of the 3 next digs is because Girya is 1 strength every single time, and if I dug and I got Vajra, which is 1 strength in a relic, then I would be happy. So I may as well just skip the middleman and go straight for Girya doing that for me. Oh boy. This is a rough one. I think it's bludgeon, but a lot of small attacks is weight. No, it's immolate. Of course it's immolate. Giant amount of AoE for me, sure. Well, it's one of the energy relics here, and then I put a lot more draw in my deck. So it's Runic or it's Sozu. Is my turn ever changed by what my enemy is going to do? Almost never. So I'll take the Runic Dome rather than Sozu here. Alright. This is a great path because I've got 2 rests and I've got a bunch of question marks. So I've got the ability to upgrade my Girya quite easily. Alternatively, I can hug this side and I can get my 3 Girya charges and then I can go over here. No, I'll do the late shop and a bunch of question marks. Seems better for me. Ooh, no AoE. I actually didn't need to play clumsy. It would have exhausted itself at the end of that turn anyway. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. Oh boy. I've just got to block as much as I can here. Ow. 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 Alright. Battle Trance before we armaments. Then we'll immolate that regret. Gets a lot of AoE damage on there. I can kill these 2. And then defend myself. We're fine. So, yes, I could have relied on Mercury Hourglass to kill the 2 3-health birds for me, but I couldn't rely on them not attacking that turn, so I killed them instead and then just full defended. Pen Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage. More than happy with that. Remove a card from my deck. Almost certainly what I'm going to be going for, because the upgrade all strikes and defends oftentimes just comes down to the armaments. If I do upgrade all strikes and defends right now, then armaments is suddenly almost useless. Like, it upgrades blur or immolate. Like, instead I'm going to thin out the deck. Increase the consistency of my draws. Unceasing Top would have been really nice. Alright, we're not going to be hit by the Frailty here, which means we're going to have a much easier time blocking this enemy's attacks. Beautiful. And you didn't block on the hitback, so we are fine. Omamori, negate the next 2 curses you obtain. We don't want that. We want as many curses as possible so we can get extra strength from Duvu Doll and from Darkstone Periapt, so I'm intentionally not going to take Omamori here. A lot of times people would instantly click that, but it's better not to. It's worth noting that Panache will trigger if I now play all of the rest of the cards in this hand, but if I armaments first to upgrade the Panache, I'm not going to have enough cards to trigger Panache, so I'll Panache, then play all of the rest of my cards. And I will have to actually play Clumsy there in order to make sure that the Panache triggers. Battle Trance is going to make this easy on me. Ooh, immolate that. Hell yeah. Waste a lot of damage there as well. Don't mind if I do. It's fine. This enemy isn't really going to be able to punish me for it. Especially since I have 5 energy from Cursed Key and the Runic Dome, it is going to be real rough for any enemy to prevent me from playing 5 cards in a turn and triggering Panache. Meat on the Bone, if your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal 12 HP. Reasonable. I don't really want to buy potions. I need my money for shops. We'll lift here. Gonna lift 3 times. Sure. especially with all of the extra strength we have, it would be really nice if we could pick up some... Hang on as I play out this turn for a second. It would be extremely nice if we could pick up... come on, brain. Come on, brain. I know you can do it. You can figure out what you're trying to say here. Oh, that's a really unfortunate turn. Didn't need to play Clumsy again. AoE. Whirlwind, specifically. Alright. Pair. Raise your max HP by 10. Sure. Lift again. Limit Break would also be ridiculously good because we're going to start each battle with 5 strength. And it's only going to get higher than that. Matroshka, next 2 chests you open contain 2 relics. And we get... Considering how much we get from Blur, we could actually go Sword Boomerang here, but Sword Boomerang won't upgrade itself. We've got the Toxic Eggs, so Shrug It Off would upgrade itself. But I'm looking at that Pommel Strike and thinking maybe I want a lot more draw in this deck because the deck is quite thin. Pommel Strike would allow me to really capitalize on that a lot more, especially because I've got a lot of energy. I'm going to take Pommel Strike. It is anti-synergistic with Battle Trance, but, you know, not really that much I could do about that, unfortunately. Yeah, because now I've drawn Pommel Strike and I won't be able to use it. So Armaments here, then Blind for nothing. Burn both of those curses out of my deck. What I was really hoping to do there, obviously, was pick up an Immolate so that I could Immolate one of those curses. We'll Immolate the Regret. The Clumsy burns itself, so we don't need to lose 1 HP by playing it. I finally did it correctly! Warpaint, upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Well, the armaments that I was umming and ahhing about picking up before is very, very close to useless for us right now. Blur and defend, sure. Let's go to a shop. That's a Panache. That is a Panache. Panache will trigger almost every turn for us right now. Ooh, yes! Vajra at the start of each combat, gain 1 strength, and Sharon's Ashes. Whenever you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Just super handy. I could theoretically take a Flame Barrier. I am probably going to need more defense as we go on. I'm going to take a Flame Barrier. It also upgrades itself immediately. Another reason to take it there. 2 Writhes. This is why I need some more draw in my deck, so that when my opening hand is garbage because it's full of Writhes, I can still do stuff. Thread and Needle at the start of each combat, gain 5 plated armor. Not bad, not bad. I kind of want to fight the Elite just for some more energy. Yeah. More energy, I mean more money. Okay, I'm actually going to go for the draw right now. Nice. We'll Panache, Immolate a Writhe. We'll Flame Barrier, then Blur. Panacea, strike the back line. I'm not going to play Writhe because I might be able to get through this flawlessly. Yeah, beautiful. All right, we got Sundial. Every 3 times you shuffle your deck, gain 2 energy. So another reason to keep our deck quite thin. I would take Inflame, but I already have so much strength from different relics that I really don't need it. I could take a copy of Warcry, but I also don't think I need that. Could take a copy of Flex, but I also don't think I need that. I need more impactful cards rather than those. Lift again for the final time. We're going into fights with 9 strength right now, so Heavy Blade is really good. Okie dokie. Battle trots up. Immolate the Regret for some AoE. And I just need to play one more attack. Alright. Now, both of these have the ability to possibly steal something from my deck, and then at the start of the next turn, they're going to die. Courtesy of the... What's it called? Courtesy of the... Gosh, what is it called? Mercury Hourglass. So they were going to steal a card from my deck, like one of them did. Steal a card from my deck, and then put it back into my hand. So that's why I wanted to leave both of them on low HP, rather than targeting and killing any single one of them. Playing that clumsy there dealt 3 damage to the enemy and dealt 1 damage to me. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I did do it. I should probably gear myself up for the possible big hit turn. So now you're going to Inflame as a self buff. And then this turn, you're going to do Hyper Beam. So now's when I need to either kill you or be incredibly defensive. It looks like my option is going to be the defensive one. It's fine. Hell yeah. And we were fine. Bash, Pommel, we're done. Whetstone, upon pickup, upgrade to random attacks. We'll go to add a card in our deck first. We could go for another Immolate, but we also could go for Double Tap. Is Double Tap any good in our deck? Not really, actually. We could go for another Immolate, but then the problem becomes, like, we can already burn our curses. So as soon as all of the curses are out of our deck, what is Immolate accomplishing? I guess it could just continue to thin my deck. I need an impactful card in this deck. I still don't have one. I'll actually take the Immolate, then I'm going to Whetstone, upgrade an Immolate and a Strike, sure. I think I go for the Orrery just so I can try and find some cards to add into my deck. No. I could go for a second Battle Trance, but I won't. No. Clash is never going to be playable. Well, it's rarely going to be playable. Damn it! What I really wanted was like a Rampage. Like a single card win condition kind of thing going on. Searing Blow is one of those, but we're never going to be able to upgrade it as much as it's going to need. We could go for Body Slam. Alright. Body Slam is now our attack card. And I'll take the second Battle Trance. Whew. Okay, I am going to want to keep this Dex Potion for the final fight. Everything else is up in the air. That's a lot of damage. I'm probably not going to get back to those rides, so I may as well not play them. I don't need to lose any extra HP here. Okay. Shuriken, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. So, between Kunai and Shuriken, a Anger Unceasing top deck would be awesome, but we already saw the Unceasing top. Or rather, we've already seen the Unceasing top. Let's go for the Battle Trance here. Wowzers trousers, that is not good. Oh, we've actually got the kill. Ice Cream energy is now conserved between turns. That's handy because oftentimes we really don't... remove all curses. No, thank you. Oftentimes we don't really use all of our... One sec. If I avoid shops, I can actually get a lot more rests. Yeah, we're going to do that. Move a strike from our deck. Oftentimes, we don't really utilize all of our energy. That's what I was trying to say. Especially on turns like this, where I really don't even have the option to... I should have played all of these first. Damn it. Especially in turns like this, where we really don't even have the option to utilize all of our energy. Now what we're going to need is like an energy dump card. Just a card that into which we can dump all of our energy. Mummified Hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the rest of the turn. So we only have 1 power in our entire deck, and it's 0 cost panache. So effectively, Mummified Hand is extra energy for us. We'll dig here. Juicy Bracelet. Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Sure. Bit late for it, but sure. The enemy in this fight does try and weaken you, so... Beautiful. Gotta try and remember to play everything that does no damage first. So that I can trigger as many of these slow charges as possible. Slow, for anyone that is not familiar, for each card played this turn, Giant Head takes 10% more damage from attacks. So you want to play every non-attacking card first, and then your attacks at the very end. The enemy is not going to deal more than 17 damage. It might deal slightly more, but it's not going to deal more than 26. So I'll save my energy instead. Yeah, it didn't even deal that much. $82 damage is pretty good. Okay. Need the deck to be a lot thinner. Like, the active deck is 17 cards large, which isn't that big. Gambling Chip is going to be super handy in order to shuffle away those... In fights where we need, like, a really big, large, immediate impact, we can shuffle away the rides. Anger is good. I'm just wondering... Like, without enough card draw, can I really even use it? Let's try it anyway. The Courier. Merchant no longer runs out of cards, relics, or potions, and his prices are reduced by 20%. Probably a bit too late for that. Singing Bowl. When adding cards to your deck, you may gain 2 max HP instead, and then there is a Dead Branch. I should probably not take the Dead Branch, because we do exhaust a lot of cards, and we want a thin deck, courtesy of the fact that we have Sundial, and we have the Shuriken Kunai. But, at the same rate, exhausting cards... We usually have, like, an energy surplus, and exhausting cards is going to give me more cards in hand, and then I can play those. I'm going to take the Dead Branch, actually. That's also hopefully going to stop people from being mad at me for not taking the Dead Branch. You can't be mad at me for not taking the Dead Branch if I took the Dead Branch! Ooh, this is not a good hand. Alright, I'm going to throw those away. Actually, no. Maybe it's an amazing hand. I don't know. Show me the way, Dead Branch. It's garbage. Delectable? Okay, that's actually a reasonable item. Okay. Immolate Decay. Beautiful. Bottled Flame. Upon pickup, choose an attack card. It will be in your opening hand every single time. I can do that with my Immolate Plus, because then I can just burn a Wraith with it. And I'll get a second Dex Potion. Just having a bunch of dex potions for the final fight makes it really, 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 really impossible to lose. Transmutation is interesting. It's going to give me so many random colorless cards. I'm going to keep Transmutation. I'm going to hope not to use it, but I'll keep it. Huh. Alright, Calipers, at the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of your block. That's... Like, if we could get an Entrenched, that would be super handy for us. It's another Body Slam. This is not bad. Magic Flower. Healing is 50% more effective during combat. I mean, who knows what this hand is? We'll see. It's Battle Trance. Hell yeah. We'll see if we get any other sources of draw first, though. Not the Battle Trance, unfortunately. So I should strike, Body Slam, Metallicize. No, but I should bash first. I'll bash, Body Slam. Then I'm going to Metallicize, hopefully hitting the Sever Soul. I don't, but that's fine. Okay. Pommel for the draw. Battle Trance for the draw. Gonna be able to get a lot of armor this turn. Beautiful. And then the murder happens this time. Hang on. We need an attack. No, that's not an attack. Hey, there we go. And Flame will double tap the Clothesline. Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, it is upgraded. And we get no such card. Rude. And dig again, because I like the meme of having a ridiculous amount of relics. We get Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. So I don't know if that one's going to be particularly handy. I'm actually going to keep this hand because the cards that I get from Dead Branch are going to be unupgraded, so having a lot to exhaust in the same hand as a armaments is actually quite handy. I should Panache first, though. Huh, that's really interesting. Just a lot of card generation there. Ooh, Bludgeon. I don't really want to put a Wound in my deck. I do have another Immolate in there, though. Okay. I've convinced me. Mm-hmm. Well, Wind's handy, but ooh, it is really handy, actually. I didn't think about the fact that I'm a strength deck. Definitely Impervious. Probably a Body Slam as well. Whirlwind. Alright, alright, alright. And then the backliner is just going to die courtesy of our Panache. Anger, blood for blood. Beautiful. We were never really at risk at any point in that entire run. 958. That's probably not going to be a top score. My modifiers are going to have, like, I'm going to have curses. Probably going to have, like, one champion. Yeah, I got curses. I got one champion. Stuffed is, yeah, of course, my max HP was going to be ridiculous. And have 25 plus relics for I like shiny. Yeah, those were all about saving graces right there. I'm going to guess that in the leaderboard, I'm going to be like 150th. I want to say 150, maybe 250th. This isn't going to be a particularly good score because the route that we went with meant that we took a lot of damage in fights that we otherwise might have perfected. So, show me the leaderboards. Yeah, 315th. 315th, 313th. Not great, not horrible. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. That has been the daily for March the 14th of 2018. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.